Lovely audience, your first speaker, Heartflow. Woo!
Have you ever felt stuck in a rut? Like you were down a long, dark, deep hole and there was no ladder back up? Have you ever felt like there's more to explore in yourself? Have you ever felt like there's so much more to explore in this world? Have you ever felt like perhaps some of your current behaviours and lifestyle choices aren't necessarily too good for your health? Have you ever felt jealousy or heartache or got to the point where you feel like you're about to just break? Have you ever felt anger, resentment, sadness? It's a poison that over time destroys you. But don't worry, you're not alone. I've felt all of these things too. See, there was a point in my life where I had it all. I had a great job paying me lots of money, company car, company phone, company laptop, working barely any hours at all. And I had the love of my life by my side, my high school sweetheart. Life was a pretty sweet ride. But the thing is, with life, you never really know what's awaiting you on the other side, right? And one day, everything changed. My whole life rearranged. This person that for so long I held so dear was suddenly no longer near. Suddenly her voice I could no longer hear. And I was sad. Hell, I cried, and I tried to hide from the feelings that were bubbling up inside, but there's no way you can hide. But trust me, I tried. And then one day, something happened to me. Instinctively, I decided to just pick up a pen. And I put that pen to paper and I began to just spill. And it wasn't too long before I began to feel less ill. Suddenly, I realized that this simple tool was incredibly powerful for releasing emotions that would otherwise be trapped inside our bodies. And those emotions go inside our bodies and they go into an invisible emotional baggage bag. And it gets heavier and heavier and a bigger burden. And before long, we go through our lives weighed down by the weight of this bag, not even realizing that we're carrying it along with us. And so I wrote. And as I write, I decided that this was the way that we could ignite. I realized that this was a way to find my way into a new life, and everything changed for me. And I discovered something in me that I never even knew was there. And I realized that I was becoming passionate about sharing this tool with others. Because we were all taught how to write at school. We all know how to use a language, and so I realized that every single person on this earth could use that very same tool to deal with the difficulties that life's going to throw at them too. And now, I take people on a journey into a paradise far, far away, in a land far from here, away from the city, away from the nitty-gritty that can make you feel so icky. And I get other people to pick up the pen and I get them to write. And before my very eyes, I see them ignite. And I see them lose all of the darkness of the night, and suddenly the light of day shines through them. And so I guide them on this journey. And for 5 days, we spent each night and each day together. And on the first day, we connect. In a mystical, magical lake in the heart of Guatemala called Lake Atitlan, we go out to the center of the lake and we connect with each other. And we connect with the 4 elements that are rich in that place. The water of the lake, the fire of the volcanoes that surround, the rich air around us and the earth beneath us. And we connect as a tribe and we call in these 4 elements to guide us throughout the next 4 days. And in the second day, we clear. We use the pen and paper to clear this emotional baggage bag, to remove all of these things from our past at last. And then on day 3, we create. And I remind you that actually the pen and paper isn't just a tool for removing this bag, it's also a tool like a paintbrush for painting new futures. And when you take the intangible, the thoughts in your head, and you make them tangible, you make them physical, suddenly you begin the process of manifestation. And on day 4, we go into some coaching. And everything that we've dreamed about in day 3, I then coach you with life coaching, we do wealth creation, and we actually give you some physical, real tools that you can use for the rest of your life to make sure that you can actually turn these dreams into reality. And then finally, on day 5, I give you clarity. And together we go to some hot springs 2 hours away from the lake, and we reconnect with the elements in a deep way. And we allow everything that we've been through to really soak into the cells of our body. And after those 5 days, you will leave feeling inspired, empowered, and elevated. And you will live a completely new quality of life. So if you found yourself struggling in life, if you've noticed that that bag that you're dragging around is just getting too much to carry, then come and speak to me tonight. And I can give you all the extra details that you need so that we can together take our flight into a new way of life. Thank you. Thank you.